This is Lesson 9, Reading 1, Making Color Photographs. Have you ever seen a black and white movie? Did you ever wonder why old movies were always in black and white instead of in color? After all, everything in the movie was actually colored when it was filmed. Today, you'll read about how cameras make pictures in color. What you learned in class about color mixing can help you think about movies and photographs. What happens when I mix colors of light? In class, you learned how the eye detector works. You also learned that two things happen when you mix colors of light. First, when you mix colors, you ended up with a new color. Using two sources, you mixed red light with green light and got yellow. When you added blue light from a third source, you got white. Second, when you mix colors from two sources, the new color was brighter. The color in the area lit by all three sources was the brightest of all the colors. You might also have used a computer simulation on the internet to see that whenever the two colors of light are mixed, the new color is brighter than the old ones. This happens because as you increase the amount of light, more light was available to reach your eyes. On the internet, if you see a simulation about mixing light or mixing colors of light, you will see that when you mix maximum amounts of red, green, and blue light, you see white. Okay, so this was like our RGB bulb simulation. On the other hand, when you mix no red, green, or blue light, you see black. These activities help you learn that white light is the brightest of all colors, and it is a mixture of many colors. When you see black, it means that there is no light present. So go ahead and pause the video and answer on your slide for number 1. Why do you think a shadow is black? The next section is called How do people see different colors? In the previous activity, you learned how people see different colors. The retina in the back of the eye contains cells that are sensitive to light. Two kinds of cells are in the retina, cone-shaped cells and rod-shaped cells. The rod-shaped cells tell you how bright or how dark something is. The three different kinds of cone-shaped cells are each sensitive to a different color of light. Some are sensitive to red light, some to green light, and some to blue light. All these cells send signals to your brain. Your brain processes these signals as images. In Lesson 9, you learned about digital cameras and found out that they work much like your eyes. They detect the light coming into them. Some cameras use film instead. Cameras with film also detect the light coming into your camera and to the film to record it. You may have taken pictures on a camera that uses film. Once you have used up your film, you have to take it to a store to be developed. Only then can you see the pictures that you took. How does film in a camera record different colors of light? Just like your eyes, a camera has a hole that lets light inside. In your eye, this hole is your pupil. In a camera, this hole is the shutter. When you press the button to take a picture, you open the shutter. In a split second, light enters the camera and travels through it. The light reaches the back of the camera where the CCD is located. In a camera that uses film, this is where the film is located. The film absorbs white light, which causes it to change color. Red light causes the film to change in a different way than blue light. In black and white film, all colors of light will cause the film to change in the same way. Instead of producing areas with different colors, black and white film only produces areas that are lighter or darker. I just want to show you guys in case you have never seen what film looks like before. I know that in the digital age we don't really use it, but this is what a roll of film looks like. So this is what the image gets put onto. This is actually a better view of it. You can see that the pictures start out very, very small and on this roll of film after being taken by the camera. Okay, let's continue. Color film is made of 3 layers. These layers of film are like the cone cells in the retina of the eye. Some layers sense red light, others green light, and others blue light. The difference is that in the retina, the different cone cells are located side by side, and in the film, the different layers are one under the other. If color film is hit by red light, the layer that is sensitive to red light does not become red, it becomes blue. This is a part that it gets very confusing because we start to talk about color mixing. It does not seem like it makes sense, but this is the actual result. When the layer that is sensitive to red light does not become red, it becomes light blue. Green light makes the layer sensitive to green light become light purple. Blue light makes the layer sensitive to blue light become yellow. So if you look at film after it has been exposed to light, what you will see will look very different from the object that you took a picture of. It will have the same shape, but all the colors will be wrong. This photo shows what film would look like if you took a photo of a castle. It is interesting to look at the negatives from film that has been developed to see the difference between the negatives and the photos. So a negative is what you have before you have the picture, the final picture with all the correct colors. This is what it looks like before. After photos have been taken, film needs to be protected so it will not get exposed to any more light. Film can still absorb more light. If more light were to strike the film, it will record this light as well as the light that it hit while taking the pictures. This would damage the first picture it recorded. The film is rolled and placed into a canister that does not let in any more light. The person who develops the film opens the canister in complete darkness and puts the film into a liquid that makes the film no longer sensitive to light. The film can then be taken out into the open without any worry of damaging it. The store then uses the film to print photos. The machine that prints pictures on film changes the colors on the film back to the original colors, so the photos look like the original objects. They don't look like this anymore, they look like the real thing. Why do you think there is a need for 3 layers in a film? Remember, those 3 layers are red, green, and blue. So why do you think that there is a need for those 3 layers? And number 3 says, why do you think the layers in the film need to be transparent to all colors other than the one it absorbs? Why do you think the layers in the film need to be transparent to all colors other than the one it absorbs? When you're answering number 3, remember that the layers of film are all stacked on top of each other. So think about why you would need some of the layers to be transparent in order for the light to... Let me not give it away. I was about to give it away. You have learned how camera film combines only 3 colors of light to make all the colors that your eye can see. For example, you know that red and green light can mix to make yellow light. Think of it next time you see something yellow, like a flower. Are you actually seeing yellow light, or is it a mixture of red and green light that looks yellow to your eyes? In the next lesson, you will learn how you can tell whether you are seeing a pure color or a mixture of different colors of light.